Hello everybody, welcome back. We are, of course, back at the manor, and as you can see, I've put the roof on. So I think it's looking pretty good. I colored the roof to match, well, the gutters, the edge of the roof, to match everything that's above the windows, around the windows, by the doors and things like that. I'm in two minds to do that, or if I'm going to do it white. But as you can see, we also have the chimneys in place now. They might get taller than that, but that's where we are for now, and I think it looks pretty good. We will have an attic. I do still have to put two dormer windows in here, but that's for another time. Today you'll see I've been sorry about that. I have extended the stairs, so now we've got just a small gap between these, but I think this looks a lot better. And again, two minds about the color of the door. I've made the windows white because I think they look really nice against the brick, and I've also moved the stairs forward. The door to the dining room was here, and I felt, you know what, we have the kitchen downstairs here. We have a door into the dining room, and then I moved the stairs forward a bit. See, lots of playing has been done, because you don't need to come in the front door and go straight to the dining room, and you also have a way through here. So I've made an archway here. I've been playing with different finishes and door surrounds and things like that. So I think that's starting to look good. We also have, I don't know about the color, I'm in two minds about it. I might want to use that or a fairly close color like that in the living room. I also see that those windows are the wrong color, so let's go change those, and that looks better. I've also taken the double bump out here to a point. You can see there are still two columns here, but I have reduced it somewhat because I moved the stairs closer, and it still gives a nice imposing entrance, because as you walk in you can still see straight through to the back door, and you have this really massive bookcase built in here. I was looking for something with a fairly straight feel to it, similar to the fireplace, and I thought those cabinets would work quite nicely. Now, you remember I was talking about a lot of woodwork? Well, this is what we've got so far in here. This is what we're going to probably focus on today, is the living room. So I think I'm going to keep the ceiling white, but we are going to look at another color for the walls. And I'm into the keep the walls white or pale or whatever, and then I will add in or keep it fairly neutral. But today I'm being a little bit braver, so I'm just having a look at the color that I've got here. I've got an example in my screen next to me, and we are going to go with a flat color. I think I'm going with the plain stucco, and we are probably going to be looking at something like this, and that is going to be everything. That's going to be the walls, the fireplace, the woodwork, the whole toot. So let's find that color, and we can, hold on, let's find that color. We're going to go with the painted wood, and cyan 4 is slightly darker. Maybe we should have, I don't really want to do this, but maybe we are going to have to do that, because that actually works better. Although I'm not a big fan of plastic, but if the plastic works, I don't suppose I should argue. And literally, even the surround here is going to be that color. I am not going, I will be painting, you can see how it shakes because the colors aren't right, but the shaking will stop. I will paint that, but we need to, let's see, where are we? That is the white from the surround. Yeah, let's do this. That is quite scary actually. It's very scary. I'm going to have to change the setup of the color on a lot of things, but I think just for something different, and for that sort of Georgian living room, I think this will be quite fun for a change. What do you say? Let me know what you think. As I say, we literally cover making this whole room is going to be this color blue. Can be a little overpowering, but we can use some light furniture, and I will be using a couple of perhaps floral patterns. So it will be this blue. It will also then be perhaps a pink and perhaps a cream. So let's get the paintbrush out, shall we? It's an interesting color. It's neutral enough that I don't not like it, but it's interesting. I'm going to have to get all these bits and bobs. I can always touch up once I'm finished showing you guys. But I really think it's something totally different. It's something that I don't normally do. And if not, why not? The only way to learn is to do something that you're not 100% sure about and see if it works out. Honestly, I think I would like to extend the white of the doors up. Wow, that's shimmering. I will, you can see the end here. Let's just go here and change that. You can see. Let's do it a matte plastic and that same cyan. That's better. I'm not quite sure what is what is what anymore. That looks better though, where they actually meet on the corners. Okay, so, oops, missed one. I also need to do the interior of the windowsills. I will probably give these windows a windowsill, and I will probably do them the same color, which can be a little scary, I think. But heck, what the hell? Let's do it. Let's embrace the weirdness. It's not really weird, but you know what I mean. It's just not what I usually do. Okay. So if I change that window and I say yes to a windowsill, we can probably go with, maybe let's go white. What do you think? I think the room needs that. I think that works. Okay, now we've got the mirror over the fireplace, and I'm okay with that. Don't know about the surround on the mirror, but I do want to put a few pictures on the walls, and I'm going to put a little seating area here. But I think right now what I'd like to do is find furniture. Now the sofas that I'm looking at, we are not going to find 100% of what we're looking for, but the rolled arm is pretty much the style of the sofa, and I think I can probably get away with this. If we're looking at the base, I think I'd like to go with a darker wood. The floors are a Brazilian walnut, so I actually want to go for a slightly lighter, maybe the stained mahogany, and then we can go, we go white. Let's start with white, and once we've looked at it, we can decide if we hate it or not. So let's put that sofa there again. Not quite what I would normally choose, but it makes sense in here. Now, the other options that we do have is, if I look at the chairs, I would like 2 of these, and I'm going to match them, scarily enough. Don't know if I want to put one there or if I want to put them in a group here. Let's just do that. Maybe not that one. Let's see. Should we do 2 of these sofas? One on each side of the fire? Or is that limiting the room? How about if we put one here? Use these 2. Only problem is this room is quite wide, but not quite wide enough. If that makes sense. I don't know if I like that. Let's leave it there for now. So we actually have a fairly balanced seating area. And then for the table, we have not a huge amount of options. with this sort of leg with the curve to it. I think that is pretty much the only one that is too ornate. That might work, but we know this is huge. Let's have a look and see what it looks like in the stained mahogany. We can maybe go with, I'm thinking of a steel sort of silver feel to it. I also would like to do knobs. I just don't like the top of the table. Okay, so that will actually fit quite nicely. Don't like the planking. Let's see. We can cover that. So that actually looks pretty good. Let's remove that sofa because that sofa is not necessary. I quite like that. Perhaps what we can put behind is a console table here with some plants. We have these. I don't really like them. That is too small. In this room, that just vanishes. We might have to make a plan. With a narrower table, or we're going to have to how big is this? But you see, that would fit. I mean, that is a dining room table, but the legs work. What else do we have here? See, those legs work nicely, but that's going to be too small. Those legs also work nicely. That might work. But is it big enough? We could always use plants. So let's... no. Okay. Let's use this. And I'm going to use, I think, the mahogany again, because that's a nice feel to it. And then we can maybe put a couple of odds and ends. We can put some table lamps. We can find some interesting table lamps, which we probably are going to battle with. Anything big enough? We don't have anything with the right shade. Let's just stand that there and take a step back. Yes, I'm looking at it with the pattern on it. So let's see, our base, we can probably do the mahogany. The details, we keep it simple. That's the details of that. Okay, that might work. Let's take this away. I hate that. And that makes it brighter. And No, I think let's go. You know. Something like that. And I say something like that with hesitancy in my voice because the that pattern is terrible. The other option would be, let's go back to this. Perhaps this. It's simple, doesn't take up a huge amount of space, and it's much more interesting. Now we could probably introduce our floral here. I would like something fun, but not too over the top. No. Perhaps something like that. Here I can take the background down to a cream. Don't know if I like the cream, but we'll start with the cream and then go to sort of a, I suppose we should do a pink. I did mention pink, didn't I? Yeah, no, that will be terrible. All right, let's look at this. Why? Only we had a choice of the size of the flowers on it. Does that make sense? It's not going to work. So what might work? Oh, I've got grid snapping on. Oops. I'm looking for a deeper lamp shade. Does that make sense? And yes, they literally on top of each other right now, and they don't match. I will probably have to take it to a plain color. I could probably get away with that if I changed that. How bright would that be? We only have to switch one on. I mean, that would work because the lampshade is a little deeper. I can probably live with that. Let's find us something for this table. I'd like something like an orchid. Let's see what size orchids we've got. I don't think we've got tall ones. No, we don't. We've got something like that, or we could introduce the pink orchid there. That would be pretty. And we've got the white one. I think one would look pretty good. Just got to find the pot for it, don't we? I'm thinking, do we want a pot or do we want a vase? It is very pretty. I wouldn't mind putting a picture or something on the back wall here. Oh yeah. I don't know if I'm going to have trouble here. My internet is down. So I'm not quite sure how much fun it's going to be, but let's try it. Let's go with mahogany. And go with the let's try that. Perhaps that. It would probably be a floral scene, perhaps. That might be pretty. It's in the middle. Quite like that. And then we can maybe put some candles of whatever description. And a bit of a cluster do we have. I really hate that this is so chunky. Let's do our favorite lantern here. That's quite cute. I think I can live with that. Now, the next question would be, what do we put on these walls? Now I've got, let's just look. Perhaps these custom frames. I haven't used these custom frames. What is the difference? I think that one might be fun. Okay, what are we changing here? The actual full frame. Maybe. Now, I've got two oil paintings that I really like using a lot. Doesn't look too bad. I'm standing right next to the orchid. I was a little like, what the heck is that? Now, the other thing that I'm wanting is a floral carpet. Now, as we all know, these carpets are the pits. And what I'm looking for, again, is a floral that I can use. So let's go here. And if we go to a poplin, we can only use, really? No, hold on. We have patterns. Okay. I would like I'm thinking this is an edging and then a plain carpet in the middle, or something with an alternate pattern. Now we do have options for size. Now what would I use? I think white is too stark. The blue on the walls is too obvious. So let's go for a cream. I really want florals. Why do I want florals? Why in my heaven do I want floral? Perhaps something simple like that. Was that just me taking the easy way out? Do we have more than one color in there? Yes, we do. Ooh. You know what? We can just try it and see what it looks like. Okay. All right. Let's try this. We can always just go over the damn thing if we hate it. You know, scary thing is that's not too bad. It doesn't. Should we run it straight to the fireplace? Is that pushing our luck with the fireplace? That's not too bad, because now what I was thinking of doing is we then place a carpet on top of it. So you actually only have, I'm going to measure here, which is unusual for me. The edging. It's interesting. I don't know. Let's change that and see. Is this the color we're looking at? Yes, it is. Let's go darker with that. The other alternative is we can change this to a suede. border on it. I actually quite like that. For whatever reason, I quite like that. Alright, I wanted to put a reading nook here, but I don't know if that chair is a good idea. So let's just look and see what we have available to us. We have this with the rolled arms, which is not horrible. If we take it to the white, you can see it's much smaller. I put that in comparison to that. Look how much smaller that is. It's actually quite frightening. So if we put two of these here as a little area, it still has a little bit of oomph, but it's not as big and clunky as the other one. So I think that will work. Now we just need a little table. And here I'm going to maybe literally go either for something like that, which doesn't quite work, or maybe just let's do the simple thing. And place that there. If we wanted to, we could perhaps put another carpet. How big is this? That's not bad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No fringe. Now we need to just match that. I think that's the color we have there. Use that same pattern, but perhaps in the blue, maybe just keep it in the pink. It stay. Oh, different cut, different pattern. Why am I doing that? That one's fine. It's this one. It's that one. I was wondering why it didn't look right, and then we can maybe put the background with it. So it's the same as that, only a bigger pattern. I don't know if I like that. Maybe we should just make this cream. Doesn't look too bad. Almost has the hint of pink to it as well. Alright, so if we take that, Amazing how the same color can look different with two different carpets. If we take that from fuzzy, that looks pretty much the same. Okay, I can live with that. I just don't like the frames and the white now on the wall. They're too white. Should we perhaps just use a light wood? It does look better. Okay, that makes a bit more sense to me. And then obviously we can put some curtains up. We don't have the right curtains, obviously, in the game. But, you know. I think it's these ones. Wow, they actually fit in between all the... It actually works. That's quite scary. All right. Then I'm going to take it down to the light steel, take it to a poplin, and what do we do with that? Do we take it to the light pink? That could be quite pretty. I was going to try a pattern on these curtains, but there is no way in heck. Okay, that's not going to fit because something's in the way here. Probably this chair. Or they're too long. One of the two. Okay, let's copy those while they're the right length to actually hang. That doesn't. I'm on precise placement again, aren't I? Oh well, that's fine. Let's resize them and then move them. That is through the floor, but don't tell anybody I said that. Okay, you're lined up nicely. You're lined up okay. You need to shift over a little bit. Better. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to use a single one of these in the corner over here. And then we have to think about what we are going to use in the way of actual lights for this room. Because I really don't like this. You see, it like disappears into the carpet. So silly. Alright, I can live with that. But now we need to decide what we are going to do in the way of... Look how it stretches as I move. perspective is weird. But okay. Alright. We are going to need something else on this wall here. I would like to put some cushions on the chairs, and we do need a couple of other odds and sods. But I think this is a good start. What are we going to use in the way of light switches? Probably the older ones. I think I will keep them white because that makes sense in my head. Okay. Now, for a chandelier. We really have chandeliers, do we? We really don't have chandeliers. Perhaps we should use wall lights instead. But again, we don't really have I really don't like these. If we could do something with that, I would be happier. And these are just not quite, oh, they've got a feel of Art Deco to them. We went with white and silver detail. See what they look like. So they wouldn't. Stand tables. I don't like them over the fireplace, and I don't like the white. That might work. Alright, let's just change that to that. And then connect these. Real higgledy-piggledy today. Not perfect. Definitely not in the right place for the art. Perhaps we need to move art a little bit further out. Okay, I think I want to change this again. I think I want to go to the mahogany because I actually think, oh dang it, I actually think the mahogany just gives it a little bit of warmth. I think that will work. We've got a light there. I wouldn't mind putting a plant in the corner here. go with I think something with a curve to it will look quite nice. So I'd like to put one there and one there. When the door is open, you're not going to see it. It might just poke through the door. So let's see what it looks like first. And I'm thinking something like this. Doesn't look too bad. If I'm looking now at cushions, which one would we go for? Not too big. That was a little laggy, wasn't it? That it's a little bit more what I was looking for. Do I put it on these chairs? I don't think it'll fit on these chairs. No, it will, but I think the bigger one will look better. Yeah. Okay, let's take you away and just put a straight one on here. That will probably work better. We can make you move just a little bit. Okay. Now I think I would like a suede, and now we're going back to the florals, believe it or not. Who am I and what have I done with me? Now, if only we had a basket, which we don't. We don't have a basket that we can put wood in. We don't have a basket, a wicker basket. The only wicker basket we've got is a picnic basket, which is not going to do anything for us. So I'm going to try and make a little round basket for there. Not this very minute, but I'm going to do that. And then I am tempted to take this little block and what am I doing? Mahogany. just a tiny bit too big. Can you see that? Let's just make it a tiny bit not so big. Now, is the block officially embedded in you? Yes, it is. Wow, look at that. The block is now part of the table, but it is, you can see it here just a little bit, but that's fine. I can live with that. Can I live with that? Yes, I can. But now we can actually put some stuff on this table. I'd like a tray. And I would like maybe this can be used as a tray. We can maybe do it in a slightly lighter wood. Because we can shrink it down. There we go. And we can maybe put, I don't know, a nice little something in there. I would like to put a vase of flowers. Hold on, I was in the right place. I would like a vase, please, just a little vase. Perhaps something like that. That's quite big. That's too chunky. How big are you? Same size. I like that, but I don't like it. I want it with a bit of a curve to it. Where's that little one? Why can't I just have... Okay, 2 options. There's another one. And how big are you? You're even bigger. Okay. I must have scrolled right past it. Because there is another little one. Let's take this box and pop that there for some interest. Or should we pop it over here? I think over here. Eeny meeny. Unless we use a plant pot. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Well, we used that for the fireplace. So maybe we should use that. You see, that's much smaller. That's what I was looking for. A huge thing. Quite cute. And how about a nice coffee table book? What do you say? Like a chunky book. That is a hardcover. We could go for a thinner one. Let's go for a big one. Cake. How about a gardening book? Because I think that would work. And I think a little candle. Perhaps this one. That's quite cute. You know what you think? Suppose I should put this. Let's just match that up. What should we put on this table? So you know you got to put stuff everywhere. I wouldn't mind a statue or maybe a bigger vase. Let's see. We have this chunky monkey here. Says I, and then it's like minute. Or is it just because it looks... Okay, that one was 30. That's 37. There's a big one here. 600. 600! Don't know what we're going to put in it. Maybe a single flower? We can put a sunflower in it, I think. Oh no, the sunflower's too big. A rose? You see this, that sunflower goes into a vase. There we go. You know what I'm missing? What I should add? And as I say, I want to build almost something to put wood in. We don't have anything like that, do we? Yeah, fireplace logs. Okay, so we have logs. I'm going to leave the logs here. I'm going to put 2 piles of logs here. And if I had to go and look at a bucket. Where's the buckets? So I can use a bucket as a matte plastic, sort of in a woody colour. What colour is wood? About that colour? Ew. Okay, so if I use the bucket as an example, yeah, we're not going to need like 2 piles of wood, are we? Come on, stand up. Okay, so we actually can probably build something around that, but that's going to take a bit of time. But hey, I've got a bit of time. I'm sure I can make a plan there. I'll let you know. Let me know what else I should add. Let's take this down to the mahogany as well. Yeah, the stained mahogany. I think that looks better. It just sort of doesn't make it as light and fluffy. And then we have the hallway, which again is going to need a lot of paneling. The kitchen, which we're going to have fun with down here. This is huge. I'm probably going to divide it into a kitchen, utilities, storeroom, pantry, all the rest of the good stuff. And perhaps take the grass down to a slightly more manageable level, and then of course the dining room, which is going to need a DIY table because the tables are not big enough for here. I can see of the dining room tables. I think this one is the biggest we have. And I don't think that's going to be big enough. So, yeah. That's next on my list. So guys, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, please subscribe. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.